So, as we all know, 5.3 is just around the corner. It would be live on 1st January 2025 with the most anticipated characters of all time. The lineup is both a gift and a curse for the F2P players like me. All our saved primos would go down so fast. Let's hope everyone gets their favorite character early. Okay, so now let's talk about Mavuika. She's a 5-star Claymore character. She works well as an on-field character as well as an off-field applicator. Her normal attack allows her to perform up to 4 consecutive Claymore attacks. While holding down her attack button, she unleashes a powerful splending attack in front of her. Now let's talk about her all-fire ornament. It has 2 different forms. If tapped, it makes up a ring around Mavuika just like we've seen in the case of Raiden. But it also follows the on-field character unlike Raiden whose circle just sticks to her. Next, when we hold down her all-fire ornament, the ornament takes the form of the Flame Strider, allowing Mavuika to ride it in high speed on land, water, as well as it transforms into a glider. While in the Night Soul Blessing state, when her skill is tapped, it changes from the ring to the Flame Strider, dealing AoE pyro damage. Now let's talk about her burst. Unlike other characters, Mavuika does not rely on energy. It uses a new mechanism called the Fighting Spirit. The Fighting Spirit is accumulated through certain ways, such as when the other characters uses their burst, or when a character consumes Night Soul points. Mavuika gains Fighting Spirit. Conclusion, as per her kit and the lore, she is the most powerful Archon in the Teyvat, and her kit truly resembles it. Next, let's talk about Citlali. She is the next cryo character that has came out after Charlotte after an year. She is a cryo catalyst user who deals 3 consecutive attacks with her normal attack, but the major part of her kit is played by her skill and her ultimate. Let's talk about her skill. When her skill is tapped, Citlali forms a shield around her which scales on the total EM and provides herself with 24 Night Soul points. When the shield is tapped, Citlali summons a puppet just like Furina, and the name of this puppet is It's Papa. It deals cryo damage every 2 seconds and it consumes 8 Night Soul points. Overall duration of Citlali's shield is 20 seconds, as well as the duration of its puppet is also 20 seconds. Now let's talk about her burst. In her burst, Citlali summons her allies as well as recovers 24 Night Soul points. First, she forms up 3 skulls that attack nearby enemies by exploding on contact, as well as recover 3 Night Soul points. Let's talk about her passive. Her first passive is a great boost to all the Pyro and Hydro characters in the team. As and when Citlali is in her Night Soul state and the team triggers any melt or frozen reaction, the resistance of Pyro and Hydro of the enemy would be decreased by a massive 20% for 12 seconds. That would be a great boost for all the Pyro and Hydro characters in the team. Let's talk about Arlecchino. Arlecchino is a character that was released in 4.7 and is the most liked character till yet, and the most anticipated character. Putting her up with Mavuika would get F2Ps into great trouble. Arlecchino uses her Bond of Life mechanism to deal pyro damage to enemies. Now let's talk about Clorinde. Clorinde is a 5-star electro character that uses a sword and also uses the Bond of Life mechanism just as like Arlecchino. She unleashes her pistolish shots onto her skill as well as gets into a Bond of Life state on her burst. In conclusion, I would state, pull for a character that suits your playstyle as well as the character that is well needed by a team. If you need a shielder, pull for Citlali. If you need a pyro applicator as well as an all-field DPS, pull for Mavuika. As well as you can even check for Arlecchino, as she is a great on-field DPS character. You can skip on Clorinde as her playstyle is not well suited for most of the players, as well as her burst cannot be overwritten by other elements.